look at 12 bar blues. It's in the key of E, this 12 bar that we're going to do, and I can do these standard traditional chords that everyone will teach you to do. This is an E chord, an A chord, and a B7th chord. But we're going to cheat.
I like that.
Because I sometimes play like an E chord like this. I don't even know if I play. Sometimes I might play. Sometimes I want those top strings, but more often than not I don't. So I cheat. We'll look at the theory in a minute. A major chord from the scale of 7 notes in the scale, a major scale. You know this from last time. The first, the third, and the fifth of the scale combined and compounded on top of each other is a chord.
Yeah.
It's a triad.
Yeah.
There's only 3 notes in the basic chord.
Yeah.
The third denotes if it's flattened, whether it's minor, and if it's not flattened, whether it's major. So, for example, this is a triad. There's my third. If I take the third off, flatten it half a tone, this E major becomes E minor. Hear the soulfulness of it. If I put the G sharp down, which is the third, it becomes strong and bright. Sorrowful. So with all major chords, if you flatten the third, you've got the minor equivalent. So with all chords that we're going to learn, if you flatten the third and you flatten it, you've got the minor equivalent. Right. What a lot of power chords that they use in rock and roll generally drop the third. So you've got the first and the fifth, and that's all you're worried about. The first is the root. And we can play things like, instead of worrying about all of this, we're going to kill it, we're going to just ignore it. And instead of worrying about all these top strings, we're going to kill them, we don't want them. So to make it easy, see that these 2 strings are fretted with those 2. I can't stretch here, it's impossible unless I had a finger this long. So I take these fingers off and I fret the 2 with 1 finger. I don't care about this string, I'm touching it. I don't care about any of the other strings. I want 3 strings. So I've got, now that's neither major nor minor, it's got no third. But it allows me to do stuff like, those would do lovely things. Now the lovely thing about the key of E is that you've got this A chord. And if I wanted to do clever things, I would need to hold it down. It's one of my least favourite chords. Because the root is on the A string, like the E had a root on there. The A, by moving over the E and opening up the A string, we can do the same thing. Kill these top 2 strings and just use these 2 strings. Because that's, again, is the third. Like major. This is the third. Drop it down half a tone. A minor. So we can go from E minor to A minor. I don't care about the third, because I want to get this sound. I'm not playing these top strings, they're dead. So every lick I've learnt on this E, I can do exactly the same. powerful, it's called a power chord, but you need one more chord. In the key, the basic chords are the first, E. So if you play the scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the A, the fourth chord, based upon the fourth, and then we've got the fifth, which is B. Difficult one to hold down, but basically all it is A sharp. I can't use that A in the root, which is defined at the nut. But if we just play the triad, the three notes, A sharp, B. And we need the B7th, which is the B. And this is the A note, A sharp, B. So basically, it's the A moved up 2 frets. So we need to learn to do this. It's hard to stretch, especially on a Fender. These frets are very much larger than the Gibson string length. But sometimes with the B you just punch it. So you do all your fancy stuff on E, fancy stuff. A, E. This is the other B chord. It's a B7th that you need to learn. That's the 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret open, 2nd string, and the 1st string. Okay?
Mostly.
I'll write it down and we'll get that going. So I can play B here, or B. And where I did, because this is used a lot in the blues, sharpen it to say if it's B, what would be the chord that I'd slide it up to?
Sharp B. Oh, B, C. C sharp. No, C.
C.
Yeah.
That's a very. It's a nice progression. I sometimes hold it down like this, which is actually a 9th. Rather than have that open string flying around, I just fret it down with those.